Welcome in, everybody. We have another evolution video for you today. Today's going to be another one where it's an older Pokemon that they added a new third evolution onto, and that is going to be Pawniard. So we know Pawniard evolves into Bisharp. Bisharp was giving a new evolution. This one is, again, a little bit tricky. I think this one's actually kind of cool. It's not as complicated as some others, but we're going to get into it. We're going to start by catching a Pawniard, and then the area that we're in also spawns Bisharp. So we might actually just catch a Bisharp as well, but we'll talk about the actual evolution levels so you know if you find a shiny Pawniard and you want to evolve it all the way up, you can do that. So without further ado, we're going to jump in and talk about this Pawniard. So here we are in, let's get that updated here, North Province Area 2. This is where the Fighting Team Star location is. As you can see, the Team Star gate over there. And we're going to look for a Pawniard or Bisharp. We want Pawniard and Bisharp, but we're going to start by seeing what we can find. A lot of low kicks. This is actually where I found my first of 3 shiny low kicks, was in this area. And that was early on before I had the shiny charm. But we're just going to kind of glide down here and keep an eye out for Pawniard and Bisharp. There's a Bisharp, which can spawn by itself. You can also get Bisharp spawns that are surrounded by Pawniards. And that's really the one we're looking for. You can eat a sandwich to increase the steel spawns, which I might do and do a shiny hunt for Pawniard or Bisharp myself after this video. But for the time being, I want to get this video out to you first. I'm not seeing either of those. Well, we saw the Bisharp, but I want the group spawn here. Like that Luxray with the Shinx, we want Bisharp with Pawniard. And again, Steel Sandwich can make this easier for you. And I would honestly recommend it for the evolution process that we're going to go through. We'll do one more. There we go. Pawniards and Bisharps. So let's first catch the Pawniard. And we will quick ball it. It is level 52. You can find Pawniard earlier in the game. It's just easier for me to come here and catch both of them. So there's the Pawniard. This one is actually level 52, so we'll just go ahead and evolve this one. Because it actually evolves at level 52. So we can just come in, throw 1 candy on the Pawniard, and our Pawniard will be evolving into Bisharp. So there we have it. Our Pawniard has actually evolved into Bisharp. And the next thing we want to do is, if we take a look at Bisharp, you can see it knows Slash, Night Slash, Iron Defense, Retaliate. We're going to actually remember a move and see. No, we don't have what we're looking for. So the one thing I recommend for the evolution is to come in and use TMs to learn moves. I'm going to teach mine low kick, or you want some sort of fighting move. Low sweep is also good. Let's go with low sweep. And we'll get rid of Slash. Because in order to evolve our Bisharp into Kingambit, you actually need to find 3 groupings of these Pawniards and Bisharps and fight the Bisharp with your Bisharp. So specifically, this Bisharp needs to fight and defeat 3 other Bisharps that are surrounded by Pawniards. And low sweep is a fighting move, so it'll make that easier for you. As that Bisharp is invisible, it's fine, we defeated it. So there's one. And now we'll need to find 2 more groupings or we can defeat the Bisharp. And that's why I wanted to just evolve the Pawniard we caught at level 52. It was going to save us some time of finding another group of Pawniards and Bisharps. And again, this is where I would recommend the Steel Encounter Sandwich, because it will give you more Steel Encounters. And I believe they are the only Steel type Pokemon in this area. That's why I'm going to be using the Isolated Encounter method from Austin John Plays to hunt a shiny in this area as well. But I did not use the sandwich yet, so we're going to just check and see if we can find those groupings. So after some more time checking for Bisharp and the Pawniards, I decided I'm going to go ahead and make the Steel Encounter Sandwich because I want to shiny hunt a little bit here anyway. And we're going to be making the Potato Salad Sandwich. So I need to find the Potato Salad Sandwich right here. You see Encounter Power Steel level 1. Get our silver pick. And the mayonnaise. Let's go ahead and put the potato salad over here. And then bell pepper. I'm going to make it just like in the picture. Cucumber. Bell pepper. Definitely just like the picture. Just like in the commercials. When you see a sandwich made, and you go and get it, always looks identical. Cucumber. I'm going to drop the bread on top. And stick the pick through it. So this will give us our Steel Encounter level 1. Hey Slipshock, what's up? Go check out Slipshock's Pokemon channel, Slip Overdrive. Highly recommend it. I'll link it down below so you guys can go check that out. But as we eat our sandwich here, we're going to have an increase in steel types. Like I said, they are one of the few steel types around. So this should help our spawn. So we'll pack up and go. And if you hit right on the D-pad, you can see how much longer you have on your sandwich. So ours is officially activated. And right there, Bisharp surrounded by Pawniard. That is exactly what we need. So we'll go ahead and fight this one. That other one that spawned there was not surrounded by Pawniard, so we don't need to fight that one. It did survive, but it was a good hit. And then one more. There we go. We need to defeat one more Bisharp that is surrounded by Pawniards. Bisharps by themselves are not what we need. Not what we need. Couple Scythers around. Still some other ones spawning because I do only have a level 1 encounter power. And there is another Bisharp. Oh, there's two there inside of each other. I don't know. Oh, there's two sets of Pawniards, it seems, too. Maybe. So we'll just go ahead and defeat both of these just to be safe. I'm not sure which one is technically surrounded by the Pawniards. But just to be safe, we'll defeat both of them. And make sure we get our 3 that we need. So we did one shot that one. And then let's also fight this one. Low sweep again. Ooh, this one needs iron defense, so he might take this first hit and require the second one. Yep, as expected, he did increase his defense. Now he's a little bit slower. We can go first. And there we go. Bisharp is down. And that should be the 3 Bisharps surrounded by Pawniards that we needed. Like I said, you can see all the Bisharps now that we used to Steel Encounter Sandwich. And then to actually complete the evolution, you just need 1 level on it. So let's throw 1 medium candy at it. There we go. Level 54, and our Bisharp is evolving. There you have it. Bisharp has evolved into Kingambit. Again, level's not a requirement. You just have to level up after defeating 3 of the other Bisharps in this area that are surrounded by Pawniards. They're actually, those Bisharp are holding an item called Leader's Crest, which is why you specifically need to defeat those. But that gives you Kowtow Cleave as a signature move from Kingambit. I'm not worried about it. I already have one. I'm not going to use this one in battle. I'm actually going to try to find a shiny one. But let's go ahead and run back over here to the Pokemon Center real quick. And we can actually send Kingambit out. There he is. Kingambit hops around a little bit. There is Bisharp's new evolution that was added in Scarlet and Violet, Kingambit. I do hope you guys are finding these videos helpful, and if you are, be sure to hit that like button. Again, Pawniard evolves into Bisharp at level 52, or if you get far enough into this area, you can just come here, catch a wild Bisharp, teach it a fighting move so you can more easily defeat the other Bisharps. After 3 surrounded by Pawniards, you can level it up once and get your Kingambit. This one's a little bit tedious just because you need the evolutions, and it has to be those, or the spawns, it has to be those specific Bisharps, but I think this is one of the lesser annoying evolutions than some others, which we'll get into in future videos, so make sure you subscribe. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.